Fans are in utter disbelief. Jazz Jennings looks completely unrecognizable. After years of battling weight gain and personal struggles, the I Am Jazz star has re-emerged with a transformation so drastic, it's sending shockwaves across the internet. Her stunning weight loss has jaws dropping and timelines exploding. No one expected this, and everyone's asking the same question. How did she do it? In June 2021, Jazz Jennings, the star of I Am Jazz and a prominent advocate for transgender rights, took to Instagram to candidly address a deeply personal struggle that had been weighing heavily on her, both physically and emotionally. In a raw and heartfelt post, Jennings revealed that she had been battling binge eating disorder, a mental health condition marked by recurring episodes of consuming unusually large quantities of food, often accompanied by a sense of loss of control. "I suffer from binge eating disorder, a disease in which I'm not only addicted to food, but I eat it in large quantities," Jennings wrote to her followers. She went on to explain that her eating habits, combined with the side effects of certain medications she was taking, which had increased her appetite, had contributed to a significant weight gain. "My binging, along with an increased appetite I experience from some of the meds I'm on, has caused me to gain almost 100 pounds in a little less than 2 years," she shared. To provide a clear visual of the transformation her body had undergone, Jennings bravely included 2 photos, one showing her before the weight gain, and the other highlighting the physical changes she had experienced. The images were stark, but the message behind them was even more powerful. Rather than hiding or retreating from public view, she was choosing vulnerability and accountability. Jennings admitted that talking about her weight gain wasn't easy, but it was a necessary step in taking control of her health. "I've been saying I'm ready to turn over a new leaf, but I'm running out of trees now," she wrote, underscoring the emotional toll her weight struggles had taken. "I'm ready to take the initiative and create positive changes when it comes to my health and body." Her transparency was not just a call for personal change, but also an effort to inspire others who may be going through similar experiences. By making her battle public, she hoped to remove the stigma around binge eating disorder and create a space for open dialogue. Later that year, Jennings sat down for an interview with Today, where she reflected further on her decision to be so open with the public. As daunting as it was to share such an intimate part of her life, she believed that honesty was the best path forward. "These are the issues I'm facing, and I just wanted to be really blunt, honest, and personal about what I was experiencing," she explained. In Season 7 of I Am Jazz, viewers saw a vulnerable and emotional side of Jazz Jennings as she opened up about one of the most difficult periods of her life. After gaining nearly 100 pounds in less than 2 years, Jazz bravely acknowledged not just the physical changes, but also the profound emotional and mental toll her weight gain had taken. Throughout the season, she repeatedly expressed feeling trapped inside her own body, a once energetic and free-spirited young woman now feeling confined and limited by physical restrictions. In one particularly emotional scene, Jazz sat down with her beloved grandmother, Jackie Jennings, and shared how deeply her self-image and mental health had been affected. "On the inside, I'm a little bit broken," she admitted through tears. "My spirit has been shattered a little bit by all that I've been through." It was a powerful moment of truth, as Jazz described the psychological weight of her journey, speaking not just of body image but of a deeper struggle with identity, pain, and self-worth. She likened her body to a cage, saying she felt imprisoned in a form that no longer reflected the vibrant person she once was. This season showed how Jazz's physical health had deteriorated in tandem with her emotional well-being. Once an active, athletic, and confident teen, she now struggled with everyday tasks that used to come easily. "Having all this extra weight, I can't do so many things with my body that I used to be able to do," she said during another heartfelt moment on the show. Activities like walking long distances, dancing, or simply moving comfortably had become challenging. This loss of mobility and ease compounded the emotional strain she was already facing. One of the most jarring moments for Jazz and for viewers came when she stepped on a scale and saw the number 234 staring back at her. It was a devastating wake-up call. "It's pretty heartbreaking to realize, like, wow, I did this to myself," she said, overwhelmed by guilt and sadness. That moment marked a turning point, forcing her to confront the reality of her situation and the consequences of years of binge eating and emotional stress. Jazz's weight gain didn't just affect her emotionally and physically, it brought with it serious health risks. She revealed that she had been diagnosed with high cholesterol, suffered from asthma, and had a dangerously high resting heart rate, health conditions that are unusual and extremely concerning for someone her age. Her family, particularly her mother Jennings, expressed deep concern. "She's too young to have all these health concerns," Jeanette said on the show. "And as she gets heavier, she's just going to get sicker. Her body is just screaming out for help." For many students around the world, receiving an acceptance letter from Harvard University is the culmination of a lifetime of hard work and dreams. It represents a pinnacle of academic achievement and opportunity. For Jennings, the trailblazing transgender activist and reality star of I Am Jazz, that dream became a reality in 2019. But the path to Harvard would prove to be far more complex than a simple acceptance letter. In 2019, Jazz shared with People magazine that she had applied to Harvard and was hopeful about her chances after completing what she felt was a successful interview. "I did have an interview with Harvard, and I think it went really well. I'm hoping that they will accept me because it's definitely one of my top choices," she said at the time. The anticipation paid off. Jazz was officially accepted into the prestigious Ivy League institution, a moment that marked both a personal triumph and a testament to her resilience and academic commitment. However, as the cameras rolled for I Am Jazz, it became clear that this achievement came amid a deep and personal internal battle. Despite the thrill of being admitted to one of the world's top universities, Jazz found herself struggling significantly with her mental health. The pressure of public life combined with personal challenges became overwhelming. On the show, she revealed, "I was on my way to one of the greatest institutions in the world, but I was actually struggling severely with mental health issues." Her emotional turmoil manifested in harmful coping mechanisms, most notably binge eating. As she grappled with anxiety and depression, Jazz began to gain weight at a rapid pace. "I started binge eating, and I gained weight, and more weight, and more weight, and now, almost 100 pounds heavier, here I am today," she shared candidly in a confessional moment on the show. Her honesty about the toll this took on her well-being was both heartbreaking and brave, shedding light on a side of academic success that is often overlooked: the hidden emotional cost. Faced with these challenges, Jazz made the courageous decision to prioritize her health. She announced on Instagram that she would be deferring her enrollment at Harvard. "I needed to take some time to focus on myself and my mental well-being," she explained to her followers. It was not an easy decision, but it was a necessary one. The move was met with widespread support from fans and mental health advocates who applauded her for putting her health before societal expectations. That time away proved to be a pivotal period of healing. With the support of her family, professional help, and her own determination, Jazz began the process of recovery. In 2020, she announced that she finally felt ready to begin her college journey. A year later, in 2021, Jennings officially started her studies at Harvard University, stepping into a new chapter of her life with renewed strength and clarity. Now, with graduation on the horizon in 2025, Jazz's story stands as a powerful reminder that success is not always linear. Her journey to Harvard wasn't just about academic acceptance, it was also about self-acceptance, growth, and resilience. By openly sharing her setbacks and victories, Jazz continues to inspire others to pursue their dreams while remaining true to themselves and their mental health needs. While Jazz Jennings has long credited her parents for their unwavering support throughout her life, Season 7 of I Am Jazz revealed that even the most loving families can sometimes struggle to offer the right kind of help, especially during difficult personal challenges. After gaining nearly 100 pounds due to a combination of binge eating and medication side effects, Jazz found herself at one of the most vulnerable points in her life. And while her family was visibly concerned and eager to help her get back on track, some of their methods left Jazz feeling more judged than supported. The season documented Jazz's efforts to regain control over her health, both physically and emotionally. But as she embarked on that journey, she felt that her family, particularly her mother, Jennings, sometimes crossed the line from encouragement into criticism. One of the most difficult dynamics emerged when Jeanette began monitoring Jazz's food intake, closely watching what she ate and offering unsolicited comments. While the intention may have been rooted in love, the impact was emotionally painful for Jazz. "I do experience fat shaming from my family," she admitted during the show. "It makes me feel really humiliated." This sentiment marked a powerful moment of honesty, one that resonated with many viewers who have faced similar experiences in their own families. For Jazz, it wasn't just about weight. It was about feeling like her struggles were being reduced to numbers on a scale, rather than acknowledged as symptoms of deeper emotional and mental health issues. After the season aired, Jazz opened up further in an interview with Today, reflecting on the complicated emotions that came with seeing her family's behavior portrayed on television. "It was really hard to watch the Season 7 trailer because my family really does support me and love me, and they want the best for me," she said. "They want to see me be happy and healthy, and it all comes from a place of love, but they've said comments in the past that kind of have been like, 'That's not the kind of thing to say.'" It was a sobering realization that sometimes even well-intentioned concern can land as criticism, especially when someone is already struggling with body image and mental health. Jazz's experience highlighted the fine line between support and judgment, a line that her family, like many others, had to learn to navigate more sensitively. To her credit, Jennings acknowledged the dynamic. In her own words, she admitted that the family could be annoying at times, and that their efforts weren't always perfectly delivered. But their intentions were never to hurt or humiliate Jazz. Instead, they were rooted in love and fear. Fear for Jazz's health, her happiness, and her future. Jazz, showing maturity and understanding, expressed that what she needed most wasn't control or commentary, but presence. "You can be constructive at some points," she told Today, "but it's really just being there, helping them make better decisions." That subtle distinction between being helpful versus hurtful became a central theme in her journey, and a lesson that extended to many families watching at home. Taking on a major lifestyle change, like committing to a healthier routine, can be daunting. For Jazz Jennings, the path to improved well-being after gaining nearly 100 pounds was not only about shedding weight, but also about reclaiming a sense of control, confidence, and self-love. One of the key ingredients in her transformation journey: accountability and unwavering support from her family. Sharing her weight loss journey publicly wasn't just a way for Jazz to inspire others. It also served as a form of self-accountability. Knowing that her fans, her community, and most importantly, her family, were watching and rooting for her gave her a powerful reason to keep going, even on the hard days. The pressure of the spotlight could have been overwhelming, but Jazz chose to channel that attention into motivation, and she didn't have to do it alone. When it came to exercise, one of the most difficult first steps is simply getting started. But Jazz pushed through that initial discomfort and began incorporating physical activity into her routine in 2022, often documenting her progress on Instagram. One of the most encouraging aspects of her workout posts was how involved her family became in the process. In one memorable video, Jazz tackled a boot camp-style workout alongside her brother, Jennings. She explained that she had woken up early and was feeling ready for a challenge, so Sander took it upon himself to put her through a dynamic training session. The video, both heartwarming and humorous, captured the real-life bond between siblings. Despite the physical difficulty, Jazz kept moving, thanks in large part to Sander's upbeat coaching and constant encouragement. "We are all on different health journeys, but starting somewhere is the first step," she wrote in the caption, offering a reminder that perfection isn't required, just commitment. In another post, Jazz shared a simple but meaningful sweaty selfie after a workout, captioning it, "One step at a time." It was a mantra that reflected the slow, steady progress she was making, not just physically but mentally and emotionally too. These small milestones, shared with authenticity, resonated with fans who saw themselves in her vulnerability and courage. Perhaps one of the most touching moments came when Jazz posted a video of herself running with her father. As they jogged together, her dad wore a wide smile and gently encouraged her. "There she is, the 2024 Jazz." The joy and pride in his voice spoke volumes. In the caption, Jazz expressed her deep gratitude. "My dad is the best, so supportive and empathetic. Thanks for always being there for me. Now I just have to be consistent in order to reach my health goals." These moments weren't just social media highlights. They were genuine reflections of a family that, while imperfect, deeply cared for one another. From sweat-filled workouts to simple gestures of support, Jazz's loved ones played a crucial role in keeping her grounded and uplifted. Her journey was not just about weight loss, but about rediscovering strength, setting boundaries, and building healthier habits, with a little help from those who love her most. By January 2024, Jennings had reached a transformative milestone in her personal health journey, one marked not only by the number on the scale, but by a deep and tangible sense of well-being. After years of struggling with binge eating, mental health challenges, and the physical toll of gaining nearly 100 pounds, Jazz proudly announced on Instagram that she had shed an impressive 70 pounds. But more than just a figure, the announcement was a symbol of the healing and growth she had worked so hard to achieve. "Feeling happier and healthier than I've been in years," Jazz wrote in her heartfelt post. "I still have a ways to go, but I'm so proud to finally be taking the necessary steps toward bettering my mind, body, and spirit." Her words resonated with thousands of followers who had watched her journey unfold, both on social media and on her long-running TLC series, I Am Jazz. Many had seen her at her lowest, feeling caged in her body, overwhelmed by her health challenges, and burdened by emotional setbacks. Now, they were witnessing a powerful comeback. The response to her update was swift and overwhelmingly supportive. Fans flooded the comments section, offering words of encouragement and admiration. "So incredibly proud of you. I know how hard it is to be confident and committed to weight loss. You are an inspiration to so many for many reasons," one follower wrote. Another echoed the sentiment. "You always look amazing, but glad you're feeling better." And one comment summed up a universal frustration. "BTW, why is it so easy to put on pounds and so hard to take off? Keep going, Jazz." These messages were more than compliments. They were reflections of how deeply Jazz's openness had touched people. Her willingness to share not only her victories but also her struggles made her journey relatable and real. She didn't sugarcoat the setbacks, nor did she pretend that progress came without effort. Instead, she showed up with honesty, vulnerability, and increasingly, strength. A few days after her big update, Jazz continued to show her commitment to her new lifestyle. In an Instagram story, she posted a pre-workout mirror selfie, radiating positivity and determination. "Ready to work out. Starting off my day right," she captioned the image, via people. That simple message reflected a huge shift, the establishment of healthy habits that were becoming a natural part of her daily routine. More than just a transformation of the body, Jazz's progress was also clearly emotional and spiritual. As she had mentioned, this wasn't just about losing weight. It was about reclaiming her life, one mindful step at a time. By January 2024, Jazz was not only visibly slimmer, but also visibly lighter in spirit, embracing each day with newfound clarity and purpose. In June 2024, Jennings offered a powerful and deeply personal reflection on Instagram that showcased just how far she had come, not only in her physical transformation, but in her emotional and mental growth as well. The I Am Jazz star, who had been candid about her struggles with binge eating, mental health challenges, and weight gain, now shared a moment of clarity and empowerment with her followers. The post featured a stunning photo of Jazz standing on a balcony, dressed in a flowing blue and white dress, the city skyline and a glistening sea stretching out behind her. It was more than a pretty picture. It was a symbol of self-acceptance and resilience. In the caption, Jazz highlighted a comment from a fan that had deeply moved her. "I hope you're happy with yourself. Who cares what you weigh? Who cares what you look like? The important thing is, are you happy in your own skin?" This message, simple yet profound, struck a chord with Jazz, inspiring her to open up about how her relationship with herself had evolved during her wellness journey. "No matter my weight, I have always felt beautiful," Jazz responded in the caption. "However, losing this weight and prioritizing my health has created a shift within. The first step toward improving your well-being is caring. I finally care about myself after years of neglecting my health." Those words captured something far more meaningful than numbers on a scale. For Jazz, weight loss wasn't just about appearance. It was about reclaiming a sense of self-worth, energy, and vitality. The emotional toll of neglecting her health had weighed heavily on her for years. At her heaviest, she admitted to feeling like her body had become a prison. Now, her physical transformation mirrored the emotional work she had done, showing up for herself, making tough decisions, and committing to change even when it was hard. Jazz went on to express her pride in not just reaching her health goals, but sticking with them, something that many people struggling with weight and mental health find difficult to sustain. We can always strive to be better, and choosing to be the best version of yourself allows you to soar to heights higher than ever before, she concluded. This sentiment captured the essence of her journey. Not perfection, but progression. Jazz's followers were inspired by her vulnerability and her strength. Many shared comments of support, echoing her message of self-love and perseverance. It was clear that Jazz wasn't simply chasing a slimmer figure, she was embracing a fuller, more authentic version of herself. In April 2024, Jennings continued to inspire her followers with another powerful and heartfelt post on Instagram, sharing both her physical progress and emotional growth with characteristic honesty. The post featured a candid photo of Jazz smiling warmly at the camera, dressed in athletic wear after a workout. Alongside the image, she wrote, "Little by little, bit by bit, I'm improving every day." These simple words carried a message of steady perseverance, a reminder that transformation is often not about dramatic overnight change, but about daily choices, small victories, and gradual growth. Jazz's journey toward health and confidence had been a long one, filled with ups and downs, but by spring 2024, her joy and self-assurance had become increasingly visible in her social media presence. Gone was the sadness she once expressed about feeling trapped in her body or devastated by the scale. Now, Jazz was embracing life and herself with renewed energy and openness. Her bright spirit shone through in her family's version of the viral "jumping to vacation" Instagram trend. In the video, Jazz was seen joyfully leaping into the sand, dressed in a swimsuit and beaming with happiness. The clip captured not only a lighthearted family moment, but also the result of deep inner work. Jazz had reached a point where she could publicly celebrate her body, something she once struggled to do. In another post, Jazz shared a snapshot of herself by the pool, seated beside her siblings. Clad in a stylish swimsuit, she looked relaxed and content. In a solo image from the same setting, she lounged confidently, radiating self-love. But it was her caption that carried the emotional weight of the post. Using the hashtag #transjoy, Jazz explained what wearing a swimsuit meant to her, not just as a young woman, but as a transgender woman. "For me, transjoy means wearing a bathing suit with confidence," she wrote. Many transgender people face insecurity when going to the pool or beach, particularly due to body dysphoria. Jazz addressed how something as simple as swimwear could be a significant emotional hurdle for many in the trans community. The revealing nature of swimsuits, she explained, often intensifies discomfort and anxiety related to body image. For years, Jazz had dreamed of being able to wear a bathing suit without a cover-up, without shame or fear. Now, she had finally reached that point of liberation. "The liberation I feel being able to wear regular bottoms freely has allowed my confidence to soar," she shared. Her message was one of encouragement, not just for fellow transgender individuals, but for anyone struggling with self-image. There is no right way to look. Love yourself as you are. Jazz's April posts were more than just cheerful vacation snaps. They marked a pivotal moment of empowerment in her personal story. Her willingness to speak openly about her past struggles with body dysphoria, combined with her celebration of her progress, offered hope and inspiration to many. Whether through a workout selfie or a poolside moment of reflection, Jazz Jennings continued to use her voice and her platform to advocate for authenticity, joy, and self-acceptance. What do you think about Jazz Jennings's change? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.